Hey everybody, AcedTyler here, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode, we completed Turtle Rock, and we have obtained every single one of the 8 Instruments of Sirens. And in this episode, in the finale, it's time we wake up the Windfish at long last. Dude, you asked me when we started to live on this island? What do you mean by when? Whoa, the concept just makes my head hurt. Yeah, before we go, we have to say goodbye to everyone, including you, Marin. Thank you for everything, Link. You are the kindest boy I know. Aw, thank you. One day I made a wish to the Windfish. What was the wish? It was... No, it's a secret. And, well, of course, for one thing, we'll just find out what kind of wish it was later on. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do first, is just say goodbye to all the folks around here because, well, hey, dude, what do you think of Marin? I don't know. I'm just a kid. Yeah, you're too young to know this stuff. Don't even go into that just yet. Yeah, because, I mean, we'll just have to, we'll have to appreciate for what they do, just so, just by talking to them, and, well, not every single one, I just skipped over the mother, yeah, because, what's gonna happen after we wake up the Windfish, so we might as well just, see them one more time before we go, and, yeah, and, face it, you're never gonna get a girl, so you might as well go just talk to Mary, because, she only exists in dreams. Take it from me, of course! Anyway, so yeah, I figured I'd just do that. Oh, there's Bow Wow. We still remember Bow Wow. You were the best. You were so amazing, and we could keep you on for the adventure. But alas, I don't know either. Yeah, of course you want to know. Where are you from, brother? Outside the island. What is outside? I've never thought about it. Yeah, they actually do seem to indicate that they're completely unaware that that they're outside. Now, before we actually go and enter the Windfish's egg. We have to read this book first in the library, and we have to read Dark Secrets of the Island, Round and Round the Passageways of the Egg. And so this right here are going to be the arrows where you can see here. Yeah, this book reeks of secrets. So yeah, you want to make sure that you go to the library and read that book there, and it will tell you the directions they have to go. Because once we go inside the egg, it's going to be it's going to be like Lost Woods, where we have to take certain pathways in the 4 corridors. And make sure you write that pathway down. Like once you read that, then you'll have to look at the arrows directions, and then you have to make sure you write those down because they will always randomize each time you play the game. So take notes of that, and we'll just see there. So anyway, so I want to go back over to the photo album right here and take a look at all the pictures that we've taken throughout the adventure. And, yeah, there's Lincoln Mare on the cliff, and I love that right there. This is my absolute favorite. And, of course, there's a... I also love those faces right there when Terran goes in. We also have O'Reilly on the phone, and we have Bow Wow chasing us. And this is actually the picture, yeah, this is actually supposed to be where we steal from the shopkeeper, but I didn't take that one because, well, I did show it off at least, but, yeah, I didn't have that one saved because if you want to have a full album, you have to make sure you steal from the shopkeeper. But then but then your name would be changed to Thief, and I didn't want that, so I had to skip over that one just because, I just want to still be named Link. But yeah, that's actually where it is, which I skipped over and didn't get, so we didn't really get every single pictures that we took, but, I just skipped over that one. But yeah, that's also one of those, going back to the bit there with the pathways for the egg. It's one of those asshole mechanics in which it's very possible to actually skip over the library because the game never tells you that you're supposed to go there first, and it never indicates that at all. So you actually go in the egg, and then you get completely lost. So yeah, make sure you go to the library first, so that way there you can take notes. But on that note, here we are, Taotao Heights, and here's the egg. So let's whip out the ocarina. Let's play Marin's song about Windfish, and here we go. Let's do this. Oh, of course he would come in at the last second. The time has come! The Windfish awaits! Enter the egg! Hoot hoot! Yes, we'll do it. We're going in today. We know. Alright, so let's head inside and Windfish's egg. Ooh, it's very dark. It's very cryptic in here. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay, there was a pay right there. Didn't mean that. All right, so yeah, this is where we have these corridors right here. So yeah, like I said, you make sure you take notes from the library and for the arrows to indicate which direction you need to go to. Otherwise, yeah, you will be lost in there if you don't take those notes. And like I said, it randomizes every time you play the game. So yeah, make sure you take those notes. It is one of those asshole mechanics because first of all, the game never indicates that you're supposed to go to the library first, so you will easily get lost. But now we've taken the path right there, and let's jump in the hole. And here we are.
We were born in nightmares to take over this world. We made the windfish sleep endlessly. If the windfish doesn't wake up, this island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place. But you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble.
Alright, so here we go. Final boss. These are the Shadow Nightmares. And the Shadow Nightmares will come in different forms. And you'll have to take different strategies. So this will take the form of a Buzz Blob, or, a blob in general. So we have to do in this phase, and yeah, like I said, it'll come in different phases. You need a magic powder for this. And make sure you have lots of magic powder for that as well, because if you run low, then, well, I'm not sure what else you can do. And just sprinkle it onto that, on that blob right there. And then that's when it'll take damage. And then just do it a few more times, and then this is where we'll get to the next phase. And then the next phase we'll be going to is Aghanim? From Link to the Past? Wow. Okay, so we actually get to refight previous enemies from Link to the Past. So yeah, this will be the Shadow of Aghanim, and yeah, just like exactly as he does in A Link to the Past, he will you have to play tennis with him. Yeah, just energy tennis. Unfortunately, we don't have the butterfly net because I want to do that for shits and giggles. Yeah, he will but he will create these energy balls, and you basically like in that game, you have to strike back at him, except for those, of course, because he'll just take damage from that, and it's immune to that. But yeah, just strike back at that energy ball against him, and then that's what will take damage, just like with a sword. And then he spins around for no reason. And then the next phase of this motherfucker, the Moldworm. Alright, well, we know what to do. Yeah, just like that's how we fought him in, well, of course, in the first dungeon. Just hit him in the tail, because that's his weak point, the flashing tail, of course. And this fight shouldn't really take that long at all, because, of course, we have the Red Tunic, which has more attack power. And so, yeah, just do it a few times, and then on to the next phase. And then for this one, he will take the form of, ooh, Ganon! Hey, look at that! One other previous Zelda reference. Alright, so the Shadow of Ganon will attack just like in A Link to the Past, except the only difference is that we don't have the silver arrows, because that was his weakness. The only way to actually attack him is just by using the spin attack. You can't use a regular sword slash, just use the spin attack. But just like he does in Link to the Past, he'll send out these fire bats that you have to avoid, and then he will also fling his trident at you just like that. But then hit him a few times with a spin attack, and then there he goes. And then this four right here, this well, of course, a snake blob right here. And I believe the only way to kill him this way is, of course, the boomerang. I mean, that's actually the only thing I have in mind, just a boomerang. All right, and with that, and that should be it. And now we have one final fight against him. This is Death Eye. And of course, for some weird-ass reason, they're playing the mini-boss theme. That is very anticlimactic, I would say. Talk about an anticlimax boss. So what he's going to do, he has his arms that he'll flail around, and you have to make sure you have the Rock's Feather and the Boomerang. Well, actually, no. There's actually two ways you can kill him. So yeah, after you jump over his arms with the Rock's Feather, there's two ways you can kill him. First way is by using the arrows, and you have to do it 16 times. Or, the second way you can do it, wait for it, well, of course, you have the Boomerang that you can use. But of course, with the Boomerang, you want to know how many hits it takes? Take a guess. How many hits does it take to kill Death Eye with the Boomerang? Take a guess. Come on. Take a guess. One time. Just one time.
This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Our world.
See? There we go. Like I said, anti-climax boss. Just with the Boomerang. Link, you have beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. Alright, so Death Eye is down. And so we did it. We're done. We have defeated the Shadow Nightmares. Let's go climb the stairs and hopefully wake up the Windfish. Oh, look at that. So, are we in space? We're in this, This is a bizarro limbo right here. Actually looks pretty here. Oh, you had to come at the last time. What? Oh, why are you here? Hoot, young lad, I mean Link, the hero. You have defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. Hey, like Triforce. As part of the Windfish's spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day the nightmares entered the dream and began wreaking havoc. Then you, Link, came to rescue the island. I have always trusted in your courage to turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Link. My work is done. The Windfish will wake soon. Goodbye. Hoot. Yeah, goodbye. Hopefully we won't see you again. Oh, wait. We will, actually. Oh, hey. Oh, he's a giant whale. Sperm whale. Hello.
I am the windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams an egg appeared and was surrounded by an island with people, animals, and an entire world. But verily it be the nature of dreams to end. When I toss awaken, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday thou may recall this island. That memory must be the real dream world. Come, Link, let us awaken together!
Okay, we can do that.
Play the 8 instruments! Play the Song of Awakening!
Alright, yeah, let's do it. Let's just play these and I guess whip out the ocarina as well, and let's well, let's do it. Let's go ahead and nuke the entire island. Yeah, bye Bow Wow. You can go to us, see ya, kids, and Octoroks and Urchin. Yeah, it's going to play right there. Oh yeah, see you later, fucking cockblocker. And oh yeah, Marin, I guess that means we can't go to the prom together. Why does this always have to be this way to me? We're gonna get a girl that turns out to be a dream. And yep, genocide, complete and mass genocide. Oh, the water's still there, and well, it's just the island that disappeared. Yeah, we did it. We've obliterated the entire island, everything in it. We've yeah, we could mass genocide. God damn. What have I done to myself? Oh, seagulls. Okay. Are we oh, we're back at sea. Oh, my red tunic is gone. I'm back to the green tunic. Now I'm powerless. Now I can't break the game anymore. It was already broken beforehand, and damn it. It sucks. Oh, is that Marin? Okay, well, yeah. Now the worst part of it is that we're straight out in sea. Yeah, we are straight out in sea. We wake up the windfish. I thought we were gonna do something, and then he just leaves out in sea. Oh, what the hell? A shadow? Yeah, we're drifting out in sea, and fuck you! You left me stranded right on the sea. I mean, you know, as if getting rid of the whole island is just bad enough as it is. You leave me out straight into the sea after my ship was wrecked, and just leave me there. Is that what you're gonna do? Just leave me there? Well, fuck you then. I think I just had a wet dream. Yeah, that's what Link is thinking. I'm just smiling there. Yeah, like what the fuck? We're straight out in sea. What else do we do? Ugh. Oh well. Anyway, so yep, there we have it. This was Link's Awakening, and right now we're at the credits. Yeah, I do apologize if you're seeing the yeah, you're seeing the letters spazzing out there because well, I mean, I think it's because my 3DS capture feed kind of couldn't support much of the credits because when I was watching it on my 3DS itself, it was actually blinking. So yeah, you're seeing the letters spazzing out for no reason. It's supposed to be the credits, but like. It's like it says Katrusayika EU. Yeah, that's what you're seeing right here. It's on the credits right there. It's just like the letters spazzing out for no reason. It's like it's having a spaz attack. So yeah, I do apologize. I guess my 3DS capture feed isn't really supporting it. Well, I mean from the game itself. So anyway, so yeah, this is it. This is Link's Awakening, folks. And yeah, I gotta say it's real great to go back to this game because this is without a doubt a great game, and it's. I'm really glad I got to re-experience this again because, like, I really do love this game, and, I will say that it was originally my favorite handheld Zelda game, that is until Link Between Worlds actually came and took the mantle. But I mean, I still really do enjoy this game a lot, and it's good to go back to it. And I'm guessing I'll go ahead and say more of my final thoughts. So yeah, it's pretty solid title. The only kind of downsides I would have, like would be structurally having to constantly equip the items constantly and just having to press the start button and because of how it's treated, like with the sword and shield having been treated as items and even the shield itself. And, that's one thing that can be pretty annoying about when it comes to certain things. Which, of course, thankfully does get fixed in the Switch version, where now most of the items become permanent upgrades. But yeah, I gotta say, everything else about it, like, especially for a Game Boy title like this, it's very impressive. Like, graphically speaking, it looks so good. Like, even on the Game Boy itself, it does look very good. But, but especially in the Game Boy Color in the DX version, with the added color, it looks so beautiful. Like I said, it's one of the best looking Game Boy Color games. Oh yeah, before I go on, yeah, now we're at the end screen, and there's actually one more thing to show off. We okay. We can't really see her there, but I think I'll just. Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah, there it is, right there. It's the capture feed isn't really supporting it for some reason because it's like it's just blinking there. But yeah, this is the perfect ending. So yeah, you had to. So you want to get this ending, you have to go through the entire game without dying once. And the development team would like to thank you for playing. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I love when this game does it. Thanks me for playing it. But yeah, that's the portrait of Marin that you'll be seeing, and it'll show that Marin actually somehow managed to escape from the island, while also turning into a seagull in the process. And so she actually got to live on, and she's made real, which is actually nice for one thing. Although I guess if Hyrule Warrior is any indication, then I guess she might as well be real because she is playable in there. And I guess it also means she's able to transform at will because like she was able to turn into a seagull after escaping from the Dream Island. But yeah, and also there's also a few differences for that. In Vanilla Link's Awakening, the perfect ending itself will have Marin and her overworld sprite, but she has a pair of fairy wings, and she'll fly across the screen that says the end. And in the Switch version, it's actually exactly the same as in the DX version, only it's actually animated this time, where actually shows Marin smiling, and then Seagull swoops in. It's actually in this anime like animation video that shows like in the opening to the Switch version, also the ending as well. Which actually, I gotta say, really does look very good. It's a really nice animation quality in the art style itself, so it actually looks real good there. Um, so yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, like I said, like I said, it's actually basically the perfect ending that I was talking about. You want to get this kind of ending with the portrait of Marin. You have to go through the entire game without dying once, and so that's actually what I did, and I was able to get that. So anyway, so yeah, final thoughts on the whole game itself. Yeah, like I said, it's such a great game that I got to experience, and Koholint Island as a whole is it's a very solid island. It's not as big as Hyrule and A Link to the Past, or probably even Zelda 1 for that matter, but it's a really very well designed kind of island, and the dungeon design itself is great. It's very well solid as well. Minus Eagle's Tower, of course. That tower can go fuck itself, or the dungeon itself. But other than that, it's very well designed. Like I said, the only annoying thing about it is just having to equip or go in the pause menu constantly and just equip the items itself. Which, like I said, is fixed in the Switch version. But yeah, and graphically speaking, especially on the DX version, it's so beautiful to look at. It's very impressive. Especially by Game Boy standards. Game Boy Color standards, it's very impressive. It's like definitely one of the best looking Game Boy Color games, and with everything else that's actually impressive, like even with the twist of the whole island being nothing but a dream world of Windfish, it's actually impressive they would just go into that, especially for a Game Boy title like this, because Game Boy titles, they can be pretty, a bit simple and not much going for as far as the story goes. As far as I'm aware, but for Link's Awakening, it's actually, it's a real nice, it's a nice little twist, actually, for one thing, yeah, we basically just nuked the entire island, even though it's supposed to be a dream world with Windfish. But and they're not real for one thing. But we've basically just obliterated everything. And well, yeah. So because of that, it does give it it's basically a bittersweet ending for one thing. We're able to. We're able to escape from the dream world, and so we're back in reality, and so we could be able to go home anytime we want to. But the thing about it is, we basically obliterated everything. All the people we met, and of course, we were so close to getting a girl, and of course, she turned out to be a dream. Oh God, I feel that too. I get this kind of stuff as well, and I'm still single for one thing. Even to this day, I'm still single. But anyway, well, well, that's another my pointless and hopeless love life there is, but yeah, it's a neat little twist that has that's kind of a nice little twist right there that will that'll say. Although I gotta say the ending is rather ambiguous. I mean, like Link is still stranded on sea. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what do we do afterwards? I mean, does the seagull, well, Marin as a seagull, does he guide him back to Hyrule, or does Windfish swoop in and give him a ride? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. The game doesn't explain what happens afterwards. Or does he actually swim to the nearest island, actually finds a boat and just makes his way back to Hyrule? I don't know. I don't know after that. It's so cryptic and just ambiguous, like the kind of situation. Like what happened after that, and it's never explained afterwards. I don't know. But but yeah, and also the soundtrack itself. It is a great soundtrack. With some of the a lot of tunes, and it's kind of memorable like that. So yeah, especially the Tassel Heights and also the Face Shrine, which especially the Switch version. It's so good. I love the overhaul of it. But yeah, great soundtrack itself, and great graphically speaking, real great as well, and overall, it really does make for a great game. And being the first Zelda title to not feature Hyrule, Zelda, Ganon, or well, aside from the Shadow Ganon, of course, but that doesn't count. And of course, the Triforce, for that matter, has none of these. But as some call me Johnny stated, the Legend of Zelda doesn't really need to have it doesn't need to have any of those factors to make a good Zelda game, because it still can be a good Zelda game without that. And Majora's Mask especially does show, because it's also a different setting as well. But of course, it still plays like Zelda overall, even though we're not in Hyrule, it's a different land altogether. With none of the other elements for that matter, but it still plays like a solid Zelda game. And Link's Awakening really does prove to be a great Zelda game. And despite all these limitations and all that, I mean, I guess being on limited hardware and all that, then it still managed to be impressive. But yeah, overall, it's a great game to go back to. But if you really want to have a good and a great Link's Awakening experience, I would personally recommend the Switch version, because mainly because of all these quality of life improvements with with more buttons, and with a lot of the items being permanent upgrades, like the sword, shield, power bracelet, and the Pegasus boots, all having their own buttons, and a lot more features and more of the fun features. And of course, if you like to get creative, there's also the dungeon maker, or the chamber dungeons, which is with its own its own version of a Super Mario Maker. But yeah, for the Link's Awakening experience, I would definitely recommend the Switch version, because it is a whole lot better. And of course, but if you ever want to play the original Link's Awakening, well, honestly, I would say if it's still available, you can download the game off the 3DS eShop and the Virtual Console. But make sure you might want to hurry while you still can, because next year around March, I believe, the whole eShop will be shut down with from the 3DS and the Wii U itself. And so therefore you won't be able to download this game. So if you want to get those games now, well, you better do all you can. And also keep in mind that you won't be able to use your credit card for that. You'll have to use the eShop gift card, because they got rid of that aspect. Talk about kick the dog moment. I don't know why they would do that early. But after that's done, then you might as well just go and get the game cartridge itself, either the original game or the DX version. Also, speaking of, I think I actually do want to replay Vanilla Link's Awakening. Just because I'm more used to the DX version, but I want to see. I actually want to play the original, just for old comparison's sake. So yeah, you might as well just go for those after that shuts down. Unless they decide to add in the Game Boy games for the Nintendo Switch Online, which is a hope. I mean, we live in hope. So anyway, so I guess that about does it for my whole final thoughts on Link's Awakening itself. So yeah, like I said, great game. I really do. I still enjoy it to death, like, even in this game. But it still does make for a great handheld Zelda title. And so, yeah, if you want to, even for first time Zelda players, it's definitely one of those games that you should definitely add to your collection. So Anyhow, that should do it. So after this is done, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a little break for a week before I get to the next Let's Play, and I think I'll just go and provide some hints about the what the next game is, and then we'll just see what the next LP will be, and after those hints will be dropped. And so next time when we get back to the Zelda franchise, oh yes, yes, I am so excited to say this, folks, because ladies and gentlemen, the next Zelda game I'll be tackling once we get back to it will be, drumroll please, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Yes, I gotta say I am so looking forward and so excited to doing this game because I have a lot of nostalgia for that game, I gotta say, and I couldn't be more excited to play it. So yeah, Ocarina of Time will be the next Zelda game to tackle once we get back into the Zelda franchise. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on my Let's Play Link's Awakening, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do it, please, because it helps the channel, of course. And so yeah, so anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me for this, and I will see you guys for the next Let's Play. So stay tuned until then.